Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Saturday, December 6, 2025, and I'm doing another general collective reading for you guys. I've just posted two, but I've got another one and a membership, an extended to that one that's uploading right now. So I thought while I'm waiting, I might as well do another one. Why not? I've got time. And then I'm going to throw my dinner in the oven. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I love you guys so very much. If you're new here, it's a timeless read. You're free to switch the genders and the roles if you need to. Only take what applies, though, okay? Toss the rest. Don't try to make things fit. If it doesn't, it's not advisable. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. What's the message for the collective? Fighting for what you love. Claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. So that could be fighting for a partner, children, yourself. You love yourself. A position. Kind of looks like this is somebody that wants to fight for somebody else. Maybe it's a partner. I don't know. Let's see overarching energy. It's always a fight. That's what I heard. It's always a fight. Underlying energy, it's game over. So whomever this wants to fight or compete with you, it's game over. They don't compare. You're not fighting. You don't need to fight for what's rightfully yours. Nah. If it's a relationship, if this person's really your person, they wouldn't put you in a position to have to fight. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a game over. Yeah. Someone's putting on a show. Caution. Somebody could be hitting the road, or you're hitting the road, or they got to stay in their lane. Okay. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. You're tired of the drama. You're not doing this anymore. You've got enough proof or evidence showing to you, whether it's actual physical proof that somebody's cheating on you, or it's just proof that the actions here, how you're being treated, how you feel, it's not for you. Somebody's getting played. They're playing puppet master here, manipulation, lies, and control. Watch yourself, okay? Whoever you're dealing with has got anger issues, so be careful. Somebody was fulfilling a fantasy, sexual fantasy. They were doing rugs. There's an investigation, or you went digging and you found what you needed to find here. Somebody's depressed, going through a depression. They got cut up, and everything's falling apart, even including their lies. Sexual protection. So this is for your own protection. Somebody's dipping it in where they shouldn't, or getting poked where by people they shouldn't. This is a protection. This is protecting you. You don't need this crap. Yeah, this shouldn't be in this deck, but this was here. Fake smiles. Yeah, no more fake smiles. Somebody was getting a room. Somebody that you know is fake with you, is cheating with your partner, or was cheating with your partner. You're done. I just heard that loud and clear. Fighting for what you love. They want you to fight with them. This is somebody that's depraved. This is, if this is your ex-partner, that this is their love language. They need to make you jealous. You need to fight for them. Again, this doesn't belong in here. They need to, yeah, this is bad habits, rugs, addictions, toxicity. Yeah, you don't need this. Keep it pushing. This is their love language. If you don't fight for them, you don't love them. If it's not a push and pull, if it's not a struggle love, it's not love to them. This is what all they know. Their parents did this, and their grandparents before them did this. Yes, pollution. This is infection. They have an infection. They gave you an infection. Somebody's very parasitic. They just take from you. Okay? Poison. This is somebody don't touch. You're going to get hurt, you know? It's like if there's a rattlesnake near you, you know enough not to touch it. You're going to get bit, and you're going to get poisoned. Oh, this is a human equation to a rattlesnake. Be careful. There's a lot of torment here. Anxiety, bondage, suppression, trouble. They put you through a lot. So it's done. Now they miss you because you went your way and they want you back. Oh, they're finding out that the third parties aren't all that in a bag of chips. All they had to offer was smacks. Huh? A party, a good time. Now the money's running out. They're bored with this person. Miss, wait and eager. Yeah, you come out smelling like a rose here. Passionate, love, thorns, and short. So, whatever this is, somebody gets into short-term relationships. Sounds like a narc. It has anything to do with the last read. It's a narc going from person to person. They smear campaign you. They get all these people behind them to steal energy, steal money. They're getting a little bit of something from everybody they're dealing with. This is taboo, okay? Limit, crime, forbidden love, curiosity. They could be even, oh boy, yeah. How they've been treating you is taboo. They could have been delving in some sort of magic too. They're using some sort of love, lust, spells, come to me spells on everybody so they get their way. That didn't come out in the last read, but we had enough in that read too. So it might be part of the last read, might not. Just take it for whatever it is. Somebody as well, and this is not for everybody, but they're sleeping with a cousin or a younger sister or half-sister or half-brother. Something to do with finances. Them and their side pieces are getting something from you. Money, energy, money problems, work, success, fortune. Whatever you do, you're hitting a stride here. You've hit your calling. You're right where you need to be. You've walked away. You've healed. You're doing well. They're short-circuiting. They need you back in their life. You're key. This is focused. They're focused on you. Okay, everything that's happening around you, you're in the midst of this. You're right in the center of this, but you have nothing to do with these people. You don't want nothing to do with them. It could be a key holder. There could be mortgage fraud here. They're gonna have to turn in a key. They're gonna be homeless or something like that. Key people, core of the problem, and pass. You pass. You don't want none of the. Yeah, somebody's under suspicion, or you're suspecting something that was done behind your back. Vigilance, hostility, and jealousy. Somebody lost control. They went right off the cliff there. Reckless, derailment, speeding. You want your silence. There's something to do with photos, memories, souvenir, and card. They're looking at your photos, or they're seeing you online or something, and they're going. Something's driving somebody crazy. They left you. They mistreated you. They didn't treat you properly. They laughed at you with their third parties. They smear campaigned you just to find out, wow, you were the golden goose all along. Somebody's keeping silent. Coercion, hint. Okay. Divine intervention here. Serendipity, catalyst, and karma. They're getting karma. The divine stepped in on your behalf. Congratulations. All they can do is watch you from afar and miss you. Oh yeah, they missed you all right. What's happening to them is not, they're not happy with it. Well, they should have treated you better, right? If they, and just say you are talking about your relationship publicly, you have every right to talk about your relationship. That was your relationship. That's, you're speaking your views, what you experienced, right? So they can't shut you up. They want you to shut up. But the other thing I'm picking up is if they wanted you to speak highly of them, they should have treated you much better. They're trying to go around and poison the minds of others against you. Release expectations. You're so far high above these people. Let go of expectations and allow things to unfold naturally. And that's exactly what you did. I know in my situation, dealing with a narc, multiple narcs, you can't win. Okay, you can fight. And that's what they want. They want you to fight. That tells them they're in control. When you lose that, you're going by emotion, right? They're trying to poke you. They want you to react. But when you're acting with logic, you're not interacting. You're like, no, you make the fool out of you can make a fool out of yourself quite nicely by yourself. I don't need to add anything to it. The world shall see. And that's exactly what you did. Like for me, the divine said, just fall back. Let me do what I'm going to do. Okay? Everybody's going to see the truth. Okay? You don't need to do anything. You don't need to do smear campaigns and defend yourself. Your actions, who you are, is defense enough. And the divine is defending you. Let go of expectations. It's going to happen. You trust the process. Congratulations. It's a shocking discovery. It's a past life echo. This is a past life soulmate. Karmic soulmate that followed you in this life because you didn't get a chance to rectify this in the past life. They did what they did in the past life. Whatever they did in this life, they did in the past life as well, but maybe they got the better of you. Maybe they did something violent, okay? You stopped it, nipped it in the bud before they could get anywhere. Therefore, you've learned your lessons and you've ascended beyond this. They can't do anything to you now. They're left in the dust, okay? The frequency's not the same. They can't hear you. They can't see you, vice versa, okay? You got the real story. You're speaking the real story. Congratulations. The true story will come to light. And now you have a supportive circle that's surrounding you. You will encounter people who truly care and support you as opposed to this bullshit, okay? Somebody's intrigued. You're very intriguing, maybe. Someone is intrigued by you and wants to know you better. You've uncovered the truths. Uncovered evidence will change your view on things. There's a joint evolution. Maybe somebody wants to help you deal with this bozo. I don't know. You and others are going together, supporting each other. Gossip spreading about this person, and they're short-circuiting. Rumors are spreading quickly. Their inner circle's pushing them out. Wow. Are you being excluded from the inner circle? Because they're busy playing mind games. If they're playing mind games with you, they're playing mind games with the circle who's supporting them. Emotional interactions involve control and manipulation. Group dynamics are shifting. Now they feel it's a double standard. Ow! You know what I mean? Don't spread gossip about me. It's not gossip, it's the truth. Don't talk about me while you went around and smear campaign me. I'm telling the truth, my point of view. What you did to me. That's where we are. They don't like it. This is a karmic lesson. It's coming back to bite them in the ass. It's public exposure. And karmics, you're dealing with a narcissist or worse. They don't like it. Private matters could be exposed. They're very conflicted. Something to do with family ties. Yeah, either have a family with them or their family's involved or your family's involved. Family dynamics are influencing the relationship. There's a new alliance. Adventures awaiting here. Somebody's backing you up. They're feeling double-crossed here because they betrayed you, and now the very people that they used to betray you with is betraying them. They're feeling double-crossed. Now they don't know where their path, where to go. People have a new perspective now. You're in your protective shelter. They're trying to protect themselves from you because you're in your authentic vibes and people see it. And there's unspoken tensions here. They tested the limits. Time is up for this. This person's two-faced and people know it. People were playing both sides, or these people were playing both sides. Take it for whatever it is. It could go on and on and on. I mean, there's varying degrees of narcissism. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. But if you are dealing with narcs of any kind, get the fuck out. You know, they're just going to lower you to their own level of stupidity. If you fight with them, if you engage them, it's not worth it. Trust and believe. I take my advice. I've been there. Okay, I engaged in their own level of stupidity. It got me nowhere. Fighting with them, trying to prove a point. It's not worth it. Fighting for what you love, pollution, release expectations. Superficial. This isn't love. This is superficial. It's what they can get from you and everybody else. Siblings are involved, or their sibling. I'm telling you, I was picking up somebody who was sleeping with one of their siblings. It's disgusting. They want you to toe the line. They want you to shut up and not tell the world what they're all about. Go along with it, for fuck's sakes. Be the victim I want you to be. Something to do with a house and condo. Could be some sort of fraud going on here. This is a creep. They're creeping around you. They want to negotiate now. There's a retaliation, revenge. It's not working. They're facing jail and prison. It's all about money, right? They want you to support them, or they're asking this group to support them. There's crickets here. They're not getting support. This keeps coming out lately. Shared psychotic disorder. So this sibling that they're sleeping with is in on it with them. And they're getting something from you, or they're hoping to. Something to do with fetishes. They're in denial. You're getting victory and success. They're being denied. They're jealous. They're really short-circuiting. Shame here. So you think they would feel shame, but they're acting it. They're just horrified that they got caught. They can't keep going in the same vein. They want to shame you for something they've done. I don't think so. It's a cover-up. Something to do with their reputation. They wanted to hurt your reputation. This is humbling them, or they wanted to humble you. How dare you? This is twisted logic. They want to humble you for speaking your truth about them. They're angry. This is a know-it-all. Same schmecks. The sibling could be shame schmecks. I don't know. Low self-esteem. They're hacking or trying to hack into your affairs or into your electronics. Bad news is coming. You have a righteous case. Righteous indignation. Somebody's comparing and they want to compete with you. Poser and a doppelganger. It's all about status. Something to do with a best friend. Yours or theirs. It's a loss. Quantity over quality. So they're sleeping with their best friend. They're sleeping with a sibling. They're sleeping with a whole bunch of people. A bevy of people. And now they're sorry. For cheating. Because what's happening to them, they don't like it. It's a big reversal. It's a breach of ethics. They have no ethics. Doing one-night stands with everybody. They're facing bankruptcy or trying to bankrupt you. Maybe they have a weapon. Be careful. Weaponizing all kinds of things. Using it against you. They could have a concealed weapon. Or they're using children or child against you. They've gone too far now. Okay. Identity theft is involved. There's a great deal of pain. Trying to exploit. They better not be exploiting children. I got a read like that earlier, right? Ulterior motives and agenda. They're worried here. They're too impulsive. They did something on impulse. They're delusional. I'm going to keep it there. I'm sorry you're going through that. Seems like it's ending, okay? Now, it's not just them. It's somebody else that wants to fight you. Because for some reason, they know they can't match you. Okay, I'm not saying you're better than anybody, but you're certainly not karmic material at this moment. You learned your lessons. You've elevated. You're doing what's right for you, for maybe your children, for everybody involved. This karmic doesn't want to elevate, or these karmics. It could be more than one. And they know if they can compete against you, if you fall in line and compete and fight them for this person, that they're on the same level somehow as you are. And that's not true. See, this is what's keeping them going. If they compete, if they get jealous of me, then that means I'm on the same level. You're not on the same fucking level. And this is what's burning a hole through them as well as your ex. You don't compete, you don't compare. Oh boy. And there could be a whole bunch of narcs that you're dealing with in the background here. A whole family full of them. I don't know. And they just can't understand why you're not competing with them. Why you won't fight toe-to-toe, go, you know. Why they can't get a rise out of you. They want to prove to the world that you're this, that, and the other thing. They can't. Because you're not. So congratulations. It's just egg on their face. Thank you, Spirit. I love this already for you. Justice. It's balancing of the scales. This is a reckoning. This is karma. The truth is here. It can be seen. You're remaining in balance. Did I do that already? I can't remember. Oh. Overarching energy. Walking away, not interested. They're facing some unknowns here. You took... where you were, there was no emotional fulfillment or happiness. You put a lot of emotion, time, and energy into this relationship or this situation, 8 cups out of 10, to find out they weren't giving anything back to you. So you went on your way looking for your 9th and 10th cup, which is emotional fulfillment and happiness, right? You listened to your intuition. And they did. Maybe you were facing unknowns, mountains at one time. Not very big mountains, but they did try to hinder you. There was no emotional fulfillment. This is a narcissist. They don't love. There's no emotion here. So you had to you walked away from the devil. From this toxic karmic situation. From the ties that bind. Yeah, you're not bound. They wanted to bind you. Somebody's really obsessed with you, by the way. Ever since you walked away. They have addictions, obsessions. They have codependency issues. They wanted to bind you to them. Yeah, they wanted to sacrifice you. That's why. Now they're stuck. They're trapped. They don't want to let go. They're causing delays in your life or trying to. They got a lot of burdens on their back. Showing off. Everybody's, they're out. They're going towards lack and loss and poverty. They're on the outside looking in. Maybe that's how they treated you in the relationship, always on the outside looking in, not giving you straight answers, not answering at all, making you feel like an outsider. They were busy following somebody else, right? Out into the cold. They might be homeless right now. Maybe they wanted you to go into some sort of financial bankruptcy or something, but it's them. You got out just in time, I heard. Yeah, they're a gold digger and a cloud chaser, but this has changed. This is divine timing. You're very fortunate. You are very fortunate. This is all, truth and clarity. You spoke your truth. You cut them out of your life just in time. You took a different approach. It's a breakthrough here. You spoke your truth, set boundaries, and you cut them out. You put up boundaries. You're not suffering fools gladly. Male or female, okay? You could be a speaker as well. They don't like the fact that you're very fortunate. They're out in the cold now. You're no longer around. They can't siphon from you. And you're in a position where you're speaking your truth and everybody's hearing you. And everybody's believing you because you're telling the truth, the absolute God's honest truth. And you're going places here. You overcame. You overcame. This is universally driven. This is victory. You're still moving forward. You left them behind. You're working hard. You put a lot of work into yourself. You're very diligent, hardworking. Very balanced, I hear. You put a lot of effort in. You're successful here. Disciplined. Busy working. Mastered your emotions and whatever it is that you're here to do. Whatever you're working on, you're successful. You're going places, and they can't come along. You're still moving forward. You're speaking your truth. You're finding success. You're finding your groove. Maybe your name is Stella. Stella got a groove back. Or Stephen, doesn't matter. Yeah. You're on your own. You tapped into your higher wisdom. You have a direct connection with Source. You're shining a light on somebody. They were working you or trying to work you. You went within. You reflected. This is self-reflection. This is a lot of soul searching. You're watching and waiting. Somebody's being investigated. Lots of lies, illusions, deception, manipulations here. Okay, somebody was wearing a mask. They're in their emotions because you're highly intuitive. You're very wise. They're scared. They had a secret family. This family's being investigated. This is wish fulfillment. Maybe tapping into your intuition. They're in their emotions because you're happy. That's what it is. They're finding out. You're in your emotions. They're finding out maybe you're going somewhere with your job. You're traveling. Yeah, they're feeling left out in the cold. They're feeling rejected here. They rejected you. They were happy at one point rejecting you. Them and their family. Leaving you out in the cold. They're bored and dissatisfied with life. They kept doing something over and over again. They don't want to stop. Their world is upside down now. This is the universe kicking them in the butt. It's unfinished business. There could be a pregnancy or you are the divine feminine energy, male or female. You're creating something new. This is unconditional love. You're really down to earth, very protected. You're a philanthropist. Through your pain, you create new life. Now they want to come back because they're finding out you're an actual divine feminine energy. They want to come back to you, and somebody's jealous of you. They could have left you in financial trouble at one point. They're jealous. They're greedy, materialistic. Talking mad shit about you, doing magic against you. Yeah, very promiscuous. Maybe that's what they said about you. You're a gold digger and a couch kisser. You're none of this. Whatever they said about you, this smear campaign, this slime campaign I just heard. And what they conducted, this is out there trying to block you. They don't want you having new beginnings. They said you had an STD. Good for them. You're getting your justice now. They're trying to block justice? Nah, ain't gonna happen. Yeah, they have to take accountability. A judge, they're under divine judgment. If it's a court of law, you're going to go to court with this person or something like that. A judgment's been rendered, and they are scared. They know you know what they've been up to, what they've been doing. They can't control you. They lost control. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They could be trying to intimidate you or scare you. You're standing in your ground. You're divinely protected and guided, or somebody else in their camp is not standing up for you. They're realizing this person's a lying sack of shit. They're jealous and abusive, and they abused you, and they're abusing other people, their good graces. They're spreading lies, rumor, gossip, and slander about you, and they want people to attack you. Online or in person, okay? Harass you, attack you, stalk you. This is targeting. This is self-sabotage. This is news they don't want to hear. People are pissed off at this person, and they're walking away, so they're taking on losses for what they've done to you, for participating in this smear campaign. They could potentially lose money, lose their livelihoods, maybe even go to jail, depending on what they've done here. If they participated in any kind of spell work against you, they're getting it right back. This is karma. You're a divine being. What do you think God's going to do to these people? Give them a little pat on the bottom and say, don't do that again? No. He's going to teach these people a lesson. This person's still standing. He's still wanting to go. Whatever they got in the background or in the past was ill-gotten gains. It was temporary. Dishonorable. That's what it is. It was born out of ego, jealousy, pettiness, cruelty, and lots of abuse. And everybody's realizing the truth of what this Yahoo was doing. Yeah. They were plotting and planning against you. This could be somebody at a distance as well, or you foresaw this. Somebody's preparing to go to jail. They're stuck. They were plotting and planning to do something against you that could land them in jail, or it did land them in jail. Okay, they're stuck now. Yeah, it's a fall from grace. A lot of partying, this is somebody that was very false, putting on an act. They're very smug, full of themselves, selfish, and know it all, and show off. Or they're stuck in their head knowing that they don't want you having wish fulfillment or to be seen as wish fulfillment, but that's just too bad. There is no Wish fulfillment here. Somebody's taking a big fall. This is a fall from grace. They could be losing their job, or somebody lost their job. I don't know. Somebody's partying all the time. This is not wish fulfillment. They wanted you bound because they were partying on your dime or using your energy to party with. Now their wishes aren't coming true. They don't want you having wish fulfillment, material gain, nothing. They have no... If they did any spell work against you, they have no protection. People are losing faith in this person. They could be sick. They're feeling ashamed. Yeah, they see your energy. These people are feeling ashamed of themselves because this narc won't be feeling shame. They see you're innocent. You should have gotten your flowers a long time ago. This could be somebody's sibling. They're being exposed. They're on the down low. They're being exposed. You're innocent. You're getting your flowers. This is not victory for this person. You've exposed them. This is embarrassing and disgraceful. This is a tower for them. And it's going to happen quickly. It's going to be shock. Like I said, I was picking up short-circuiting. This is something that's going to be short-circuiting in their mind. This is something this narc is not used to. They don't know what to do. They're going to be careful. Yeah, out of control. Very combative. Be careful. Somebody did forge your signature or impersonated you. Could be stealing your work ideas or achievements, but they're trying to hold you back. This is a scam artist doing spell work, love bomber. They feel entitled. They think their shit doesn't stink. It's a drama starter. It's a poser, a player. They have casual hookups all over the place. They don't want you having love, friendship, or support. They never supported you. Maybe they're losing support now. Yeah, they're using emotions to get their way. They're superficial, shallow, and selfish. Needy and greedy. They emotionally manipulate you. They blackmail you emotionally. They make you feel guilty. They make you feel dirty. You know what I mean? For not doing doing their bidding. They don't care about you. They have secret addictions. They don't care about you. They don't care who they hurt. This is something that's emotionally all over the place. So this short-circuiting, male or female, is really going to do a number on them. They committed some sort of crimes or divorce or separation. This could be a warlock, or this is some sort of corruption of some sort, okay? Whatever this is unwise counsel. Something's unraveling. Yeah, not happy. Sick. Doing stuff in the dark. No truth or clarity. There's no trust here. It's a third-party situation, or you used your higher wisdom, you made a decision, and you elevated and ascended. As a contract of some sort, a decision's been rendered. You're not happy that you're going towards a higher level soulmate connection, maybe collaborating with others. There's a third party. There's a third party working together to intercept your money. They don't want to pay your money. Somebody who's unfaithful, can't be trusted, irresponsible, really irresponsible, immature, can't come correct, non-committal. They don't want to take accountability. They had multiple parts. They were paying. A lot of people were getting something from you. A lot of confusion, hopeful, wishful thinking. Temptation, easily tempted. This is somebody that had multiple options, and they intend on keeping multiple options. Just hiding you. So they think they can come back into your world and hide you some more? I don't think so. They don't want you moving on, but they're in hot water. They can't move on this way. This is a betrayal. Everybody's turning on them, maybe. It's a harsh and painful end for this person. Somebody's assessed the situation. You have good news. You are a breath of fresh air. Good news coming towards you. People are seeing you differently now. Now that the scales have dropped from their eyes and they see the truth. You are a breath of fresh air. You are good news. You're inspirational. You're creative. And something new. You took a different approach. You're doing things that are different. You know? You're getting some good news. You have a lot of good to look forward to. Something to do with children as well. Yeah, you're standing in your power. You go your own way. You're a leader of some sort, and other people are paying attention to you. They're seeing you for the first time, possibly, because all the lies were in the way before. But you're bold, you're carefree, you're confident, and you're going to tell somebody about themselves should they try to tell you about yourself. You're creating something beautiful. You're attracting, you're alluring, you're magnetic, and you're a leader. Divinely protected and guided. You're a go-getter, male or female. Yeah, there's going to be celebration here. New beginnings, opportunities, blessings. And this is a nightmare for somebody else. Somebody's worried. They can't eat or sleep. Nine of Swords. They're really burdened. They never invested in you. They could have stolen some money. They can't pay up. They wasted a lot of money. Let's put it that way. They never invested it. They have to relocate. You get what you give with the Seven of Pentacles. They didn't invest in you. They were overconfident with themselves. They overestimated themselves. They never wanted you to have anything. Didn't look back to make sure you were okay. This is very a distorted male or female, okay? Emperor in reverse. In their ego, a bully, a tyrant, always concerned about their image. They had an image to uphold, right? This is somebody with no authority, spiritual or 3D. They gave their power away quite easily by juggling everybody, playing games. You made a head over heart decision. Maybe in the past you used your so much in your emotions that's what made your decisions. But now you'll learn to control that. You're making head over heart decisions, good sound decisions. So they've missed not just your boat, but other people's boats here. Boats, yep. That ship has sailed. Multiple boats or ships have sailed because of their stupidity. Yeah, you let them go, giving up. Now they're mad. They're angry. They were having a life of luxury off your back. This is something they can't be alone. They don't like to be alone. They're insecure, unstable. They're greedy and selfish, okay? They're unstable and insecure. They're hurting for money. They're praying you'll come back. But they're heartbroken now. Maybe they're now knowing what a heartbreak is because they're facing bankruptcy. They know you healed from this, whatever this was. This was this is fraud or theft. Yeah, they're lying, cheating, and stealing. They're trying to get away with this even more. They're shitting bricks here. They're shitting bricks. They were reckless, careless, and foolish. They're trying to get away with something still. Something to do with money. They might be facing a judge, a jury. I don't know. You're the one that got away. They mistreated you. They breadcrumbed you. And you're the one that got away. Yeah. You're stable and secure. They're holding back. They want to hold on to you for some reason. They're greedy and selfish. They're very, very greedy. They want power and control. They want protection. They're holding on to something that doesn't belong to them. It belongs to you. Whether it's your energy or something, yeah. It could be a sudden departure or sudden arrival. Somebody doesn't know what to do. There's no contingency plans. Maybe they can't watch you from afar any longer. Their plans aren't falling. They've fallen through. They don't want you moving forward in life. This isn't love. Blocked emotions. Blocked, I don't know. This isn't love. They're just draining. They're blocked from you. They can't drain from you any longer. They can't yank your chain. I just heard that. They're not happy. There's no new beginnings. They're trying to stop your new beginnings. They don't want anybody loving you. They don't love themselves. They're unwilling to change. This is a permanent, profound ending for them. Long-term family, long-term relations. You have wealth coming towards you. This is change as well. This is ending a cycle here. They've been doing this generational, or maybe your family's been going through this. Your mother, your father, whatever. But they've been doing this. This is generational. Yeah, they think they're okay. You've blocked them. You're good with, yeah, you don't trust them. This is coming from this is from a past life. They did this to you in the past. This is a past life karmic soul tie. Conscious awareness, you're taking action, you're co-creating with the divine, and you're manifesting something new now. You have all the tools you need for success. If you were doubting yourself before, you're not doubting yourself any longer. As above, so below. Reversal candle in your hand. Whatever they tried to put you through, they're going through right now. You're very focused on what you need to do, and you're going to get there if you haven't gotten there yet. Okay? Just so you know, you're in control and you know it. You're going to be taking action against these people, and they know it. You're a high priest or high priestess. You're very intuitive. You're not speaking to them. You know they've been doing stuff, fuck shit behind your back in secret. Yeah, trying to make money off of you. This is a gold digger and a clout chaser, male or female. This is a bully, okay? This is somebody that has an image to uphold. Get-rich-quick schemes. They're bad with money. They're a spendthrift. They love to spend other people's money. They love to stick you with the bill. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that's lazy, jealous, and very dishonest, corrupt. They don't have 2 cents to rub together. They're jealous of you, whoever this is. This is a bully, corrupt. And there's two of them. Same sex. So this is a brother or sister or something like that. They're really malicious, ruthless, and careless. They were cruel towards you. They treated you very cruelly. Emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and immature, self-serving, and self-absorbed. They could be drinking or under the influence of something else. Right now, they can't control their emotions. They are having a short circuit. It could be one person, it could be two. Yeah, because you're happy, you're stable, you're innocent, and everybody knows it. You healed your heart, and this is a blessing in disguise for you, because something's turning around. Whatever this is, you've turned this, and you've turned your pain into power, into purpose. They abused you. No more. Yeah. Gathering some information. You started off slow. You took a practical approach. You could be doing divination as well. You made the right decisions and you elevated. You might be going towards a higher level soulmate connection. There's a contract or a decision that was rendered. You know this person is a narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. They used and abused you. There was a third-party situation. They put you in a multi-party situation, I just heard. They abused you. They're self-serving. They abused you. They committed a crime against you. They were reckless. They endangered other people. They're hot-headed. They're doing stuff behind the scenes to harm you because you're stable and secure. They wanted to disrupt you. There will be no reconciling, okay? This was unfair, unbalanced. They could have said you were demonic or something like that. They're demonic, if you ask me. They have addictions, obsessions. They went to extremes, inappropriate behavior. They shall not know any peace. Okay, there will be no reconciling, no conflict resolution. They wanted you to compete. Their third party wanted you to compete. You're not an option. You're not going to compete. You don't compare. This is a whole group of people. They're realizing they're losing. Somebody could be sick. This was unfair. They're all standing up for you. Oh, yeah. High five. This is sudden change, profound change. You were able to put your past hurts behind. Okay, this is conflict, competition, jealousy, drama, strife, and rivalry, and you're not going to fucking fall for it. Now they're all upset. They want to put some past hurts behind. This person's going through a dark night of the soul. You're innocent. You took a leap of faith. You have a new beginning. Congratulations. You're not taking much with you. You don't have any good memories of this person. They're a fool. They know they're a fool. Okay? People are seeing how innocent you are, how loyal you were. Something's happening quickly. Fast communication, fast action, and or travel, fast motion forward, fast forward motion. Somebody bit off more than they can chew. This is a poser, a player, a warlock. They got burnt. Okay? They didn't act with integrity. They have no morals, ethics, or honor. This is a follower, not a leader. They're just jealous of what other people have. This is a narcissist. Okay? They have no authority. This is a coward. They go behind your back. They go behind closed doors, and that's how they settle the score. It's all about ego. It's all about arrogance and conceit, right? And pride. Little boy or little girl acting like a big boy or a big girl, like they're deserving. I don't think so. Now they're crying. Now they're crying. Now they're mad. They're having a temper tantrum because they got burnt. Somebody got found out. Their hand on their wand or somebody else's wand, if you know what I'm saying. Acting like they're all responsible and all that. They're not. Fighting for what you love. Claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. You shouldn't have to fight for love if it's true love. It's game over. You're too grounded. They can't get you going. They can't get into your energy. That's the way. Keep it that way, okay? Really, you're giving it to them like you wouldn't believe. Release expectations. You trusted the process. Let go of expectations. Allow things to unfold naturally. You trusted the process. They're torment. They're under a lot of torment right now. Okay, because they know that this is how they're getting energy. This is how they're getting money. This is whatever. They were poisoning the minds of others. They are poison. Okay, they're stuck right in this mud or whatever. Can't clean this off. You know what I mean? Whatever they're superficial. People know it. They were using people to gain something to do with siblings. Now, it's not everybody that was having relationship with a sibling, but your siblings or their siblings could be involved as well. Or maybe their sibling or your siblings realizing somebody lied about you. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, right? That can go different ways for different people. Okay, we'll get the goddesses on that. We'll read that. It's interesting, though. You're sitting there looking pretty, male or female. You are attracting what's rightfully yours. And they can't stand that. Something about your looks. You could be very handsome or beautiful or striking, but you don't use your looks for gain. You're not overly... what I'm picking up is you're not conceited. Maybe you don't even realize that you're good looking. You're just natural with who you are. Meanwhile, other people could wear like an inch or 2 inches of makeup to look a certain way. You know what I mean? You don't have to do that. You're a good person. You radiate beauty. And that's why I feel anyways. Because beauty's in the eye of the beholder. You know, you could be beautiful to somebody, but you're ugly to another. It is what it is. Everybody's beautiful or ugly to somebody. It's just how you handle it, right? Where are we going with this, please, goddesses? How are we ending this for the collective of this hour, please? They can't trick you. And they're not tricking this group of people, Inara, any longer. Yeah, they were doing stuff in secrecy. Behind people's backs. Oh boy, look at this. I got to cover her up. Inanna, seduction. They were seducing people secretly. Because you're free. You have integrity. Or they said that you were sleeping with everybody and you weren't. You're free. You have integrity. So this is the Morgan ornamentia. And somebody's health is waning. So they could have, maybe they had an STD and they blamed it on you. And you've been long gone or something. Or they are having a short circuit mentally, emotionally, okay, psychologically. This is WAR. Your spirit team is protecting you. I just heard that loud and clear. So we have an aura. So they're really regretting. Some of these people are regretting what they've done and said. Okay, this isn't fun and games. Trying to ruin somebody's character, life, because you have a narc here that's pouting in the corner. They couldn't have their way. They can sleep with you and everybody else in the world and steal from you and put all their blame onto you because they didn't want to heal and they didn't want to grow up. That's not fair. So in the reverse, don't be tricked or you will find yourself trapped. Open your eyes to see the truth. Someone seems too good to be true. Be true, honest, and integral. You are about to be found out. Ooh, they're about to be found out. They must be listening. Don't let others ride on your coattails and take credit for your success. Protect your work. So they're about to get found out. So don't let anybody ride on your coattails, okay? And take credit for who you are, what you stand for, your work. Protect your work. So there's something to do with your work. Nematona. Anyways, they're getting found out. Unfortunately, working so hard to control your emotions does not dismiss the fact that you actually feel them. Those feelings are still inside you, sometimes even yelling at you to let them out. Looking okay does not mean you feel okay on the inside. Somebody's all about looks, very superficial. No lie here, superficial. It's all about the looks, an image, right? Being a sensitive soul, you are highly tuned into the feelings of those around you. This can be overwhelming, and you are often unable to differentiate, between your feelings and that of others. So you're an empath, and you're picking up other people's feelings. I can relate. So you know these people are full of crap. You've always known it. And maybe they hate you for it. Because it's uncomfortable, especially if they're narcissists, right? So, but nevertheless, you feel deeply and intensely and try to suppress your emotions. You're not willing to reveal yourself to anyone, and sometimes you just withdraw from society like a hermit. So you've had enough. You withdraw, and you're not dealing with these people anymore. Congratulations. Nematona invites you to step into her sacred space where you won't be challenged. For she understands that the only way to heal from situations is to talk about them. And these people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about what they've done to you. They don't care. Okay, they don't want to heal. They want to keep doing it to you. So you need somebody to talk about. You need somebody to talk to. Or maybe you found an ingenious way to talk about what's been done to you online and, and out in the public eye, doing talks maybe. And it helps you heal as well as helping other people, right? She understands that the only way to heal from situations is to talk about them. Nematona will meet you in the secluded grove within, where you are safe to reveal your hidden secrets. You're safe, okay? Don't ever feel like you're no longer safe. You've gotten away from the situation. You're being kept safe. Your spirit team is keeping this person away from you. Seduction. Your appetite for enticement naturally attracts those who wish to inject some glamour into their lives. You have a very powerful appeal, which you knowingly and expertly use to get exactly what you want. Your unsuspecting friends and family don't stand a chance when you decide to go in for the kill. As a natural charmer, you have the ability to seduce others through your ideas, words, and actions into doing your bidding. Just like in Anna, you are an independent individual who does as you please. Well, that doesn't always work out, does it? It's not always kind, is it? It's always self-serving and self-soothing at the expense of others. Sometimes this is without regard for consequences, which either manipulates, softly threatens, or tries to seduce others to fix the difficulties your behavior creates. However, you shine brightly like the morning star of love and beauty, Venus, who is associated with the Sumerian goddess herself. On the shadow side, Inanna equally invites WAR and warns that your alluring efforts could come at a price. So they started some sort of a WAR here. For misuse of your beguilement could lead to a tarnished reputation and isolation. So this narcissist, or a couple of them anyways, it's their downfall. Narcs need people to survive. Everybody's turning their backs on these narcs, and that's why they're short-circuiting. It's funny. Funny thing is narcs, I do know for sure, narcs need other people. And these narcs are not having the time of their life now. It's no longer fun and games, right? When you lose your supply, yeah, it's in reverse here. Start over. They don't want to start over. They don't know how to. Look for new opportunities. Let it go. Move on. Forge ahead. They can't do that. They are stuck. There's a lot of gossip here. Gossips come back to bite them in the ass. This is change. They got to change their ways. They're not willing to. They're defiant, right? You're busy manifesting and they're trying to stop you. Or they're trying to manifest you back. Yeah. They're trying to manifest you back into their world. It's a broken dream. It's not going to happen. Okay? It's not working as planned. Caution. They've been cautioned. They didn't want to listen. You've been on a long journey. Somebody could be at a distance. They're having a meltdown. This is a soul's journey. This is it's a hard climb for them. They can't climb on top of other people to reach the top any longer. They're going to have to do it. They're going to have to work. It's going to be a lot of work, overwork, unexpected. This is unexpected financial setbacks. It was okay to do this to other people, but they can't handle it, right? They're working and they're not getting ahead in life anymore because nobody's there to give it to them anymore. They can't take your energy or anybody else's energy. They've been sat down. The financial crisis may be beyond your control, but the outcome is still up to you. It's how they want to handle this. They still want to be an idiot, then let them go down, okay? Tackle things in advance and prepare for the unexpected. They didn't do that. They didn't do that. They were targeting you and your money, and that was okay to do, right? You work, you overwork, right? Just gimme, gimme, gimme. While I go play, me and my friends. It's funny, these narcs, I've noticed these narcs like to put, the ones they put on a pedestal are the ne'er-do-wells, the people that you shouldn't really look up to, the lowest of the low, and they look up to them. That should be an indication of who you're dealing with and why you shouldn't be dealing with them anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm picking up. So they can stay with their friends or their lovers who are the lowest of the low. Yeah, something to do with secret admirer. August, your birthday or their birthday or something happened in August. A dark woman, you or them. Wishbone, a wish is granted. You're getting your wishes granted. They don't like it. Your birthday's in February might be coming around, okay? So it's around the bend. Your birthday could be in February. Somebody else's birthday's in February. Something to do with a new career. Congratulations. Apple, they're trying to tempt you. They want in. They want into your energy because you have a new career and you're doing very well. Temptation will test you. They can't tempt you at all. Maybe they're going to send somebody in to try, somebody that you don't know, to tempt you, a younger male. This could be you or somebody else, or a younger woman, sorry. You or somebody else dealing with a relationship with a younger woman. It's temporary, whatever they got. A temporary situation. They're going to have to live in a tent now. They're living like kings and queens now. Oop, money's drying up. They were funneling money from you or from somebody else. A period of frustrations, lessons to be learned. Now it's a bottleneck of some sort. Something's blocked. They want your throne. You're in a position of authority, or they want this position. Something to do with a new home, new attitude. They're getting kicked out of their home. Something to do with mortgage fraud. I'm going to leave it there. Sorry, I'm starting to cough. They want me to shut up. I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to keep talking to their chagrin, because they're getting found out. It is what it is. Hope you like the reading. Until next time, take care.